There are some situations where it's like, yeah, just give up. But, ultimately, giving up means you might as well cease to exist. And you just can't, and some people just don't, they just can't accept that. Right? They will cease to exist in the act of partaking in a hopeless endeavor to change their situation for the better. They will cease to exist knowing they did everything they possibly could to succeed. So this is not really a question. The more I talked about this, the more I realized it's just not really. It's not a nagging question. It's a matter of, I guess, bringing one out of a depressive state. It's a matter of reassuring that, hey, each route is hopeless. Each route will lead to the same hopeless outcome. But there is, of the two hopeless routes with the same hopeless result, of those two, there is a definitive answer. There is a noble answer. There is a virtuous answer. Right? So it's not a question. It's a matter of overcoming a certain frustration. Even though there's times where it feels like it just can't be helped. One of the routes is more alluring than the other, let's say. One of the routes is more alluring than the other. Let's say, to be as simple as we possibly could, one of the routes is give up and just stop trying because it doesn't matter. It won't change anything. That's one of the routes. And when you've lost so much, when you just keep constantly losing, you keep constantly getting dunked on. It just feels like that. It just feels like just give up. But then you can't. You just can't. You can't. Not for long, anyway. If you're not so immediate that you will rather end it all immediately, you're going to realize, if you want to keep on living, if you want to keep on going, if you want to keep going on, you just can't give up. There's nothing else to do but to keep going, even out of spite. Keep going out of spite. Don't turn off the lights out of spite. Keep going out of spite. Keep going and do the worst job you possibly can at it. But just keep going anyway. Keep going until you physically and mentally cannot anymore. Right? Keep going until you have you don't have any more reason not to. Keep going until the universe itself takes away your arms and legs, and maybe all you can ever do is crawl, and then maybe you can give up, and wait for the sweet embrace, the sweet embrace of nothingness, right? But the idea is that for as long as you're able, and you know that you're able, it doesn't matter if you have one arm, you have one leg. Having one leg is having one leg left is better than having no legs, or no arms. It's like, for as long as you know that you can, and you can't lie to yourself otherwise, you have to keep going. Right? If you love life, no matter how difficult it is, you just have to keep going. You have to keep going.